Today we're talking about sovereignty. This is a subject that I haven't watched a lot of videos about, I must admit. So there isn't much I really know or understand from an intellectual point of view. I came to it in my own unfolding, I guess. So in the past, I was doing the Course in Miracles every day and really focused on oneness. And then a young woman got on my bus and started talking about sovereignty and self-responsibility. And I had been doing a lot of work on just observing my thoughts and coming to the realization that they weren't always from me specifically, which was very odd to realize. And just recently, it came to mind that when we are not in our sovereignty, that is when we are most in need of protection, of white light protection. Also, it's really good to cast a circle before sitting in the power, or using stones for protection to grid the house. Obsidian is really good, as well as, I'm trying to think. I don't think this is obsidian, but it's another one that's really good. I will add it to the title if I think of it. So sovereignty is radical responsibility for our lives, for how they're unfolding, an acknowledgement that in our soul contract we drew in certain tasks or tests for how we respond to the events unfolding in our lives, and doing what is required to go in and clear. Clearing is such a big thing at this time. I feel that just instinctively, but also it's been on Terry's channel, Heart Centered, or Holding Your Space. I figured Pip is more interesting than I am. It's a ball, so you know. So yeah, so radical responsibility means making sure that your purchases are integrous. Really hard one for me is not pirating stuff. It's brutal, absolutely brutal. Trying not to get everything on the cheap. Like if something is obviously undervalued, then I've started even thinking about that twice. And that was the lesson that came to me after grounding, like after Eckhart Tolle and A New Earth. I went into integrity. So it's been something I've been working on for about 20 years. And I'm still working on it. It keeps coming back around. Grounding and integrity and just clearing stuff out. And the reason that that relates so well to sovereignty is because once you're in full integrity, you're just doing the next right thing all the time. It's easier to be grounded because you're not stressing about anything. Everything is just easy because you don't have to remember what you said to so-and-so, but also you're not expecting an attack from anyone because you're walking in sovereignty, you're walking in integrity. So those are my thoughts. If I'm offensive in any way, just know that this is my growth too, and I'm just here to share what I'm doing because it works for me. This is huge in the workplace, especially if you're dealing with bullies because you're a super weirdo like I am. You know, they have nothing to grab onto. There's nothing for them to pick at. And that brings peace, which is right there beside bliss, really. Okay, hope that's hopeful.